Round the table, not round the square or triangle. We come to hang, have a game on Fridays as we're able. We play well here in Camelot, we are chums and fun, but Camelot. We're nice around the table, our host is formidable. He runs the train, loves insane, but sure he's quite unstable. He's hobby mad in Camelot, but seems never to have done a lot. Label, quite incomprehensible. Blue wrenching and we have no plan but to sit and hear Dodge babble. It's a lazy time in Camelot.
I have to shake my bum a lot.
This channel is a not-so-proud member of YouTube's all-encompassing special society of heavily overwhelmed layout enthusiasts. Check any railway show, check any railway club, check any layout, check your own house. You'll find one of us somewhere. Warning, the content of this stream is not suitable for children under the age of 16. The topic, language, themes, attitude, and personality of the presenter is not appropriate for anyone, much less children under the age of 16. Topics discussed will not center on trains and will focus on anything except politics. It just happens trains are running. Any similarity between characters, situations, trains, and intelligent thoughts is strictly a coincidence. Any rebroadcast or transmission of the stream without the express written consent of Major League Baseball is strictly prohibited. Viewer discretion is advised. Remember the 3 rules for model train layouts and pretty much anything. It's your layout, do what you want as you want. Do not tell someone else what to do unless they ask you directly what they should do. Do not call out, mock, criticize, or insult another channel on your channel or anyone else's channel. Thank you for your cooperation.
See it, you'll love it, and it's all done in the best possible way.
Hey everybody, happy Friday. Welcome back, fellow Knights of the Rhomboid Table, to the Grand Meeting Hall of Castle Camelot, or my basement in Toledo, Ohio, whatever floats your boat. Great to have you all here. I am once again on the upswing from a cold that's had me knocked out for quite a bit of the last few weeks, between Cayenne and all the germs he picks up at daycare and everything Joyce brings home from teaching elementary school, and me not really going out into the world to get exposed. I just constantly get bombarded with little ill bugs that every now and then seem to knock me out for a few days. But we're all good. Got a little box here. We'll do a live opening. But first, let's go ahead and greet all the knights that have announced their presence here. So going down my list, a couple of names just dropped off, but hopefully they'll pop back on. We've got the CEO of the Knights of the Rhomboid Table. We've got Sir Tim J.D. Dowd. We've got Sir Lee, Anfield Road Layout in the Loft, who's listening in the background, working on a project. We got Sir Chuck Schreiber. We got Sir Andy, the hot dog pilot. We got Sir Ifo Vanson, Sir Jean Ricard. We've got Sir John Benicki. We've got Sir Greg from Midsummer Railway. We got Sir Dino from Model Railway Shed. We got Sir Clive from Newland Railway. Great to have you here. Sir Ray Bovell from Sidetrack Sundays crew. Nice to have you. Hey, Sir Ray Ron's here. Great to see you. Sir Scott Wood, thank you for coming in. Sir Tom Couples was here early. Sir Tom Houston as well. Great to see both Toms here. We got the Tom, so the drums are going. Of course, Tom Couples being the Sergeant at Arms. We've got Sir Chris from the Valley. Great to have you here. Always an honor to have you here. Such a great guy. We got Sir Brad from Willow Creek, and that's everybody on my list at the moment. I will try to catch up as we go. Yesterday I was watching my grandson. I was watching the Mark from Donegal Dad. I got to watch his stream for a bit because I don't have to pick up Kai until later. Let's see, somebody just popped. Hey, Sir Greg from Great Northern, great to have you here. And Sir Aaron from Aaronville was on earlier, now that I think about it. So hope he's grand. But yeah, I had to leave and go pick up my grandson. And when I pick up my grandson from preschool, on Thursdays, we stop off and get a small box of Timbits to share. That's it's the end of the week with him. And if he's been good all week at school, I drop off at Tim Hortons and get some Timbits with him. And so while we're getting the Timbits and I put him back in his car seat in my truck, we're driving home. He says, Opa, let's go downstairs and play with some trains today. We haven't done that in a while. I'm like, okay. So he got in, had a couple of his Timbits and got his juice, and he came down here and he wanted to help me. We test ran some of the trains for the live stream today. But then out of the blue, he's like, Opa, can we do a live stream together? And I looked to see if anybody was on, and Mark was still on. And I was like, well, I don't think we can. He was very disappointed. He wanted to do a live stream, but I wasn't going to go live while Mark was live. Mark was still going. And so Kyan was a little disappointed. He didn't get to do a live stream yesterday. So sorry, Kyan, although he's still at preschool right now. But yeah, he wanted to, I thought that was kind of funny because he came down, run trains, and then decided he wanted to do a live stream. He likes being in front of the camera. He's becoming a bit of a prima donna. I don't know if that's the right term, but he likes doing that. So anyhow, I haven't really done much work on the layout this week because was sick. I've started building a little model. You can't really see it back there on the counter. But I'm building this model church that will become the Delmenhorst Evangelische Stadtkirche, or Evangelical City Church. Hey, Sir Eric, and to the family as they arrive. Hello. Nice to have you here. So I did put out a video early in the week. We did a song video last week, and that went out to whatever. And I, of course, did a video where I took these two guys and converted them. I had to correct some misinformation in the video, which I corrected during editing. I thought this was the standard Alstrom motor. It had the relay, but it's not the Alstrom, because the Alstrom, the whole point of the Alstrom is that it automatically changes direction. This one has an old lever that you would change, which is now deactivated, and the decoder I put in still works just fine. It's working great. I'm going to paint that sometime before next Christmas. I've been trying to work up the courage, but I'm doing some other things. Building a model right now has been crazy with the handshakes. So anyhow, I do have a live unboxing. I know what's in it, so I won't play around. I had this on my wish list with Modell Bond Shop Lippe in Germany, but because of the T word, I canceled pretty much all my orders from Lippe at this stage. But
my favorite American shop, which is AJC and Kids. Actually, it's AJ and C and Kids. It's Annie, Jewel, and Charlie and Kids, but the kids run it now. I don't know that Annie or Charlie have anything to do with the shop anymore. But anyhow, they're my favorite American shop down in Wichita Falls, Texas. And they actually had it in and they had it marked down. They had it at a fair price. So I ordered it. And then they called up and said, by the way, that price we had, yeah, that wasn't including the T word markup because we had that on our order before they went into effect. So it'll be a little bit more. I was like, okay. So in the end, it came out to about the price I would have gotten it for, actually less than I would have paid getting it from Lipa because they had it on sale. So I'm going to go ahead and do this because a little while ago I picked up a couple of cars for real cheap from Hornby's, but I didn't have a loco to go with them. So my bill of sale, and they always write me a nice little note. I don't do a lot of business with them, but I do a little bit, and I talk to them via email when I'm doing business with them, and they always write me a nice little note with the receipt. That's from Bell. Bell is one of the workers there. You can't get better than a woman from Texas named Bell, right? And they sent me, because what I bought is from this company, they sent me a free catalog. Cool. So let's see. Hello, KJ, and hello, Monsville. How are you doing? And as always, very well packed, triple protected. It's wrapped. You know, one thing is people, when they mail things, companies and individuals, like Sir Clive from Newland Railway recently had a video. And he talked about and showed a couple of packages where, I'm sorry, but people need to do a better job when they're shipping things. You can't send a little molded plastic thing in an envelope, okay? You got to put it in a box where it's protected from banging and getting squished and bent. But anyhow, AJC Kids is very good. I've received stuff where people, they wrap it around this way, but they don't wrap the ends. So the ends are banging inside a box. So, but be that as it may, always go the extra mile. And I think anybody that gets something from me, I really try. Now, I can't help what may happen with the post, but I try to account for it being drop kicked across a warehouse a couple of times. No, I don't do that. I don't play that. That's Heath's shtick, and he has fun with it. I'm not going to. Yeah, so it's a blue box. It's a Roco. It is 3-rail, but it is a Roco because the Märklin loco like this came out like 3-4 years ago, and it's only available as part of a set, which is impossible to find. The one time I saw it online, they wanted about double what it was worth, and I just gave up and finally bought this. But I got some cars with it. I was hoping this would arrive yesterday so I could actually run it in the live stream today. So let me show you. It's little loco there. It's CFL. That is Luxembourg. This is a Luxembourg loco. And as you can see, it's got 4 pantographs, so it's multinational, because this goes into Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, France, as well as Luxembourg. Because let's face it, Luxembourg's not that big a country. Anything traveling by rail in Luxembourg's eventually going to go into another country. But this is both freight and passenger, and I got a couple of passenger double-deckers, and I wanted a matching loco, and I think this will do just fine with it. Roco is also releasing a set of 4 with an additional set of 2 cars, but yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Hopefully it will install, and I will do a video about that and post that up. All right, Monsville is taking off. All right, Liz, thanks for stopping in. I know you're going through some really insane times right now, and I'm just wish I could be there to punch somebody in the nose for you, but then that's the male, violent, testosterone male bit. But yeah, it's not striking to me. I think it's cool, but now I've got a Luxembourg train. So if I do one of my multinational shows, I got lots and lots of different countries now. But Joyce and I, this past year in June of 2025, almost a year ago. Wow. Time flies when you're growing old. Anyhow, we rode on a Luxembourg train. So I thought, what the heck? Why not get a Luxembourg train? And hello, I believe I said hello to KJ. Just got Roco passenger coaches in the mail. Boxes about shoebox size. 2 out of 4 boxes damaged. 1 car had paint damage. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. And Sir John from Mystic Valley is here. And somebody said, hi, Jason. So which Jason do we have? Oh, Colonel Cottonbelt. There he is. Sorry, I missed you. But hello, Sir Jason. Welcome in. All right. So yeah, that's it. The Loco. And I will take care of it after the live stream today, get going. But yeah, that's kind of nice. And I've got 2 cars. I really would like a minimum of 3. But finding the spare cars is going to be hard. I'm probably going to break down and buy the Roco 4-car set, or better yet, buy their 2-car add-on set, because that'll give me 4 cars, and really for Luxembourg, that's all I need. All right. So anyhow, let's go look at the trains we're running today, get them in motion. That little German flag ICE3 a couple of times is acted up in testing on the one goofy turnout here. So hopefully it will be okay, but if not, then I'll just deal with it. One of the cars just seems to every now and then zigzag because the switch rail, the arm vibrates loose. But anyhow, in the front lane, there's no theme today. There's nothing. None of these are false flags. Well, actually, the ICE3 is, because the only German train that has the German flag on it is an ICE4. But I have an ICE1 with the German flag on it, and an ICE3 where some of the cars have the German flag on it. But we'll get these in motion. But we're starting off with an Amtrak, what I would call Era 5, but this is, I assume, 80s, 70s, and 80s. But I got a cool little Amtrak flyer going here. Oh, you got a new Loco. That's cool. All right. And so now we will put my little troublemaker in motion, and hopefully he'll be fine. But if not, I'll see what we can do. Running lane 3, I've got a Class 249, which is still a Vectron. And it will be pulling some hopper freight. Well, welcome in, Signal Cabin from Sligo, Ireland. Welcome, welcome. I'm going a little slow here. I'm trying to keep an eye on my little ICE2, because it'll go like 10 minutes fine when Kai and I were running in yesterday, and then all of a sudden, oh, no, we're going to swing. We're going to try to change lanes. Okay, first pass looks smooth and good. All right, now in lane 4, we've got an Alex. Alex is a regional express private company that runs in Bavaria. And it does run into a couple of the neighboring states, but we used to have a guy that worked for Alex that doesn't come in anymore. I don't know if job change or whatever. We did kind of occasionally talk about our bad experiences with Alex. Maybe we offended him. Okay, and then the last couple to go. I've got a Flixtrain. Flixtrain is another private express. They're all throughout Germany, but they're not high speed, but they are express. But yeah, they're scattered throughout Germany. They have routes everywhere. and in other countries. I don't know if they run trains in other countries, passenger trains in other countries, like the UK. I mean, I know they have passenger trains in a couple of other countries besides Germany, but and that's being pulled by Class 193 Vectron, so 249 Vectron and 193 Vectron. And then way in the back, we got my little DHG 700, the Rangierlok, as it's called in German. There he goes. Well, he's going to take off light speed, pulling just a little bit of Tarpaulin cars there. They want to get some Talgos. Well, the thing is, KJ, the UK, their eras are divided very differently than the rest of Europe. It's not even that they're 2 or 3. It's just like European seems to be about 6 eras, and America seems to follow. In other words, there's pre-World War I, World War I to World War II, World War II into the 60s, and then the 70s and 80s, 80s to early 2000s, and then early 2000s to modern. Oh, and yep, he just did it. Oh my goodness. We've had a crash. Why are you trying to change lanes? Stop it. Dude. So annoying. Oh, that I see too. It's the drive car keeps trying to change lanes. Keeps trying to, on that one turnout, it keeps trying to go into line 2. So we'll see if, like I said, if it does it again, I'm just going to have to replace it. So yeah, I don't know. It might be something with one of the wheels. I, took it apart, checked it, ran it, seemed to run for a while, and then all of a sudden, so now, earlier when I was doing a practice run, it did it there. But anyhow, all right, we're just gonna, now he's derailed again. Dude, you are so freaking annoying. Right where I can't reach ever since I put that there. All right. So anyhow, I'll get to the floor in just a second. I have not forgotten the guys on the floor. I haven't run this guy in a long time, so I thought I'd go, and that's kind of what the theme was, trains I haven't run in a long, long time. I only went through that time, okay. But yeah, I'll get back to where my thoughts were. Hey, Sir Dwight, welcome in, welcome in. So anyhow, let's go down to the floor. And today I'm running my Azuma. Does get close to that wall. And I'm running the American Baltimore and Ohio. I'll get him going in just a second. I'm just watching, making sure this idiot goes through this. Okay, that's 2 in a row. And every time I run this guy, I like to thank Rabo Bell for the knuckle couplers. Oh, you just... All right, that's it. I'm done with you. All right, you're just coming off, and I'll put somebody else on. I don't know what the heck your problem is on this lane, but you are definitely not working well. want to run? Well, I was in an IC3 mode. All right, I just took that ICE3 off because he derailed over there again. So who do I want to run in his place? Yeah, what's going on? Digger Evans. Howdy, howdy, Sir Digger. Welcome in, and Sir Edward. Sorry to hear that you got laid off again. You mentioned in Sidetrack Sunday last week, the only reason I'm mentioning it. All right, I'm going to go. All right, maybe the ICE2. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys, I had to stop something because everything's acting up. Not everything's acting up. Currently this guy was also slightly. Nobody wants to run today. I shouldn't say nobody. My ICEs don't want to run today. What's going on with that? Lose some weight again. It's a tight fit back there. All right. Sorry, apparently somebody was not on their line properly when I started that, so we had a oopsie. All right. I don't know that I have a camera where you could really see what I'm doing here, but okay, so I'm going to let him go through, and then I'm going to stop him. All right, so we are going to stop the... I'm bringing another train on, so I just had to wait for somebody to get through, so I had to stop the Amtrak, because now I have to... So let's see if I did it right. Well, nope. Back. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Ah, rats. Oh my goodness, the gremlins are back today. Oh my gosh. Ah. Oh my goodness. Oh, if it can go wrong today, it's one of those days. Come here. Oh. Oh. All right, one disaster at a time, please. Oh. Well, I was bound to have the gremlins return. This guy's problem is simply that the going uphill this direction is not his favorite thing to do. All right, so let me finish trading these trains out. Then I'll deal with the Azuma crash. Yeah, that Azuma uncoupled yesterday out of the blue. So anyhow, let's get that side back in motion. I'll get the upper level going, and then I'll sort out the problem why the Azuma uncoupled. Okay. Now I need to. Nope, other way. Other way. And now let's get him back in. All right. Sorry about that. I'm totally ignoring the chat. Yeah, I've actually, the last 5 live streams, after 5, 6 of 7 live streams having some pretty good glitches, although I normally sort it out within the first half hour when I have gremlins. The IC3 I just took off, I was worried about it, so I was prepared to replace them. But apparently when I was messing around over there, I bumped the ICE2 that I just put on off the rail because that was coming through the, as it was coming through the turnout, it derailed. But that wasn't so much a gremlin, but me messing around. And then the, Azuma. I didn't feel I got those 2 middle cars connected correctly or tightly. So I just want to make sure everything's running well up here, and then I'll go back down and sort out the bottom level. But I just put the ICE2 on. It was quick and easy to do. Okay. I'm trying to learn to run my trains a little slower. Although some of them, if I run them slower, they don't like going up the incline as well. Okay, so let's sort out what happened down here. All right, you, what the hell is your major malfunction? Shaky hands suck. Makes everything harder. Down, bonk, bonk. All right, now, how's the camera? All right, welcome to the delayed show. Maybe now I can get started. So, yeah, the AMC Gremlin. So, no, yeah, the Pacer and the Gremlin were both rather ugly vehicles, but they were trying to follow and get ahead on the European bit. Funny thing is now the Gremlin, if you find one in decent shape, is actually fairly expensive on the aftermarket. People collect them. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, the Gremlins and Pacers had bad histories. They were towards the end of AMC, and they were concept cars and they tried to rush them out there and try to get ahead on the oil crisis in the early 70s, and AMC was already in bad shape, and they just did not put proper time and effort into productions. Well, I don't have Gremlins. They just show up. Gremlins. I don't have a thing against AMC. Of all the American car companies, Ford is the only one we jokingly have an attitude against because it's a family history thing. Dodges don't like Ford. Although we should always be thankful to Henry Ford that there is a Dodge car company because he's the one that fired the two Dodge brothers and told them, go start your own darn company, which they, of course, then did. I do like that Amtrak. Oh, Yugos were awful. Hey, Sir Chris from the Model Train Aficionado. Great to have you here. But Yugos were awful. Now, Yugos were at a time where Yugoslavia, they had the Olympics and they were trying to look more pro-Western and everything. Tito's last couple of years, right before Tito died and his strength of will disappeared, leading to all the rebirth of all the ethnic wars. But the famous story is that they had high winds on the Mackinac Bridge up between the Upper Peninsula and Lower Peninsula of Michigan, a 5-mile long bridge. One of the longest suspension bridges in the world. At one time, I think it was the longest, but I think by now it's been passed multiple times. But anyhow, a Yugo got blown off of it. And at that point, it was like, nope, Sadly, a woman died because, they had high winds and they were getting ready to close the bridge. She went across and the wind just blew that little car right off. Hello, Sir Brian. Welcome in. And did I see Sir and Southdown is here? Yeah, I need to slow him down a bit. I've been trying to sort other problems out. I didn't realize I had him cranked up a bit. All right, let's go to some other cameras now. And Dame Mora is here. Welcome in, welcome in. Well, I need to remember your first name, Southdown, and we'll make you, you're already knighted. You got the blue spanner. At least now you guys will see a blue shield, but it's still a spanner on OBS and StreamYard. The B&O has stopped? Yes, it has. Okay. It's been a little touchy today. It just needs a little prompt. There you go. I really need to clean those tracks down there. I have not cleaned those tracks down there in a while, so it is time I got my butt down on the floor and clean those tracks. I think that interior lap is your B&O stops when you take a shower. As long as you're using soap. That's a heavy train, that Amtrak rolling through. The ABA unit weighs a lot, and each of the coaches is pretty heavy for a coach. That's a hefty train right there. I still want a modern era Amtrak, but until somebody makes one in 3 rail, I shouldn't say stuck. I'm happy to have this one. Hello, Sir Alan of Reynolds. Uh-oh. Oh, you are aggravating me. Why are you being so difficult today? You must be catching something. You guys are definitely flying over the edge more here. I bet you're catching that one piece over there. Ah. Ooh. Still derailed. Jeez. I give up. Wow, I don't know what's going on with that Azuma today, but it's weird. And yeah, knocked the camera off again. Sorry, guys. Just going to be another one of those Fridays, I guess. We'll see if it settles down. Hey, Sir Ray Central, how are you? And Sir Andy from Arch West Junction. Good morning, Sir Artie. How are you doing? Okay. Okay. All right. You scored 2 more. Oh, that's cool. What'd you find, Ray? And hello, Bohemian. Well, the IC2 seems to be happy to be running. I almost ran that and decided to go with the GAF, the German American flag, the German flag one. GAF is German American Festival Societies, which are the local cultural stuff. Well, hello, Sir Dave of Scott Rails. Nice to have you in here. Nice work on your little hotel. Your wife did a great job building and painting it and installing the lights and placing it, which you did. Teamwork is awesome. Joyce has helped me many times building this layout, and while I do a lot of the grunt work, well, I shouldn't say that. She has helped with a lot of the grunt work. She helped build the table, hold things while I put them together, help me carry boards and arrange boards and hold boards down and so forth. Occasionally help me lay track. Teamwork makes the stream work. Well, you're a better man than I am, Andy. The best I would have done was donate those 2 mice to scientific studies. That's the nicest I would have been. Oh, I got a sign's falling. Oh, well, it needs to fall anyhow. Hello, Sir Raymond Legs. Scout Rails introduced you to Lace DCC. Not the experiments I donate them to. They don't survive long enough. Hey, hello, Sir Jason of Fresno. But if you are just coming into the stream, I opened this up at the beginning. I got a new loco. This is basically, it's a class 185, but in Luxembourg, they're called the class 40XX. And the 185 is a freight hauler, but in Luxembourg, these haul passenger and freight. This is a Roco. It was released towards the end of last year. I had it on my wish list from Lipa. Unfortunately, it was one of the things I canceled when the T words came into hard effect. But AJC Kids got it in for a decent price, although I still got hit with the T's. But yeah, it's a sharp little loco. And so look for first impressions video on that coming out probably Sunday, maybe tomorrow. Depends on how quickly I get at it. Okay. Yeah. I know what you mean, the blue box. I've got a few Märklin blue boxes, which they still, there's two variations of the blue box too. There's one that was just the blue box, said Märklin, and had a little rail on it. And then they would have the drawings of the locomotives that were in the box on it. Well, hello, Sir John. Raymond Legs, I just got my Lima Trans Euro Nets sleeper. Oh, that's cool. I still am, I'll probably run that next week. I haven't run the Night Jet in a while, so I'll break out the Night Jet and run that next week, I think. You got a Lima Class 160, the grandfather of all the big boys. Oh, you got to sort out the directional lighting for DCC. Okay. But that's cool, Chris. Nobody there. Where's everybody? Sir Andy Dobson is in. Only cost 30 pounds. Yeah. That's not bad at all. That's a great price. I said I only paid $30, so this would be about 24, 25 pounds in the UK for this little steamer that was analog and in fine shape. It's an old one, although we're not quite sure how old. Because according to 3Rail Wiki, it was produced between 54 and 58. According to Jean Ricard and his Coles manual, it was produced between 59 and 61. So a little bit of debate on accuracy, although I tend to lean towards Coles. I don't have a Coles. I should get one. Yeah, I mean, the plan is she'll be down here, usually hopefully 5 o'clock, but this week she hasn't made it home before 5:30. She's had another crazy week. She really wants to go next year, but if she keeps having weeks like she's had the last couple, she might change her mind and decide this is it. But she'd have to decide in the next week, because you have to decide before March 1st or you lose your bonus. Yeah, Brian, I like that one ICE HST you've got, the Intercity HST. Unfortunately, I think your price is awesome and get some of the matching cars you've got. I could probably spend 70 pounds and have a nice little train there. But I think import duties would eat me up. Canada, Finland, and 2 refs from Canada. Yeah. Well, there is some news on that front, Sir Brian, but that would venture into talking the thing we don't talk about. Yeah, they did Bohemian, but tariffs are a tax. I mean, it's what they are. Oh, I wish I had friends that traveled. Unfortunately, all my friends are overseas and not coming this way. At the risk of getting in trouble, I just want to explain this. In the United States, only Congress can issue taxes and tariffs. And it wasn't Congress that put those tariffs on. And the Supreme Court finally ruled and said, nope, these tariffs were put on illegally. That's not going political. That is just saying what the Supreme Court ruled today. So let's not toast any more about it. There will be a lot more to fight over, but that's just what happened. You just hope the Atlas 215 selectors can cope with the 25-volt AC reversing pulse. That would be interesting. Well, hello, Sir Jeff, out in Hawaii. Enjoy yourself. In 2027, Joyce and I think, will be spending a week in Hawaii on our way to Australia. Yeah, but you didn't go to the UK, Artie. See, that's what you need to do. You need to go to the UK. Yes, if you're in the UK and you don't know Brian's train set shop, brilliant place. I have bought a few things from there myself. Awesome shop. Brian goes out and finds well, yeah, you're in Kona, but that's still in the state of Hawaii. Not the island of Hawaii, but the state of Hawaii. But be that as it may. Yeah, there was some stuff I was going to pick up in the UK this year, but since we're not going to the UK this year, it'll have to wait. Joyce and I are planning on going to the UK sometime around, well, hello, Sir Steve Childers, welcome in. Sometime next year for a quick trip. We're going to look at coming over during one of the big train shows, but spend a whole week and not just fly in, fly out. Once Joyce retires, we don't have to worry about weekends and all that. We can go for the duration. Oh, that's right. I did miss your live stream today, Steve. I got distracted building a model and lost track of time. I was actually building a model, putting a bigger church together, a good-sized church together. But everybody seems to have settled down. If you've been ordering from Lipa, they'll come. I just got a bill from FedEx. I just got a bill from FedEx. For something in last early November. And I know I paid that, and FedEx is trying to bill me again. So that's 4 months later, and they're like 4.5 months later. All right, so Randall, thanks for popping in, saying hi. Always appreciate your support. I just hope you're feeling better. By the way, Joyce sends her love and sympathy to you as well, Randall. Yeah, FedEx billed me for $42.60 today, and I paid that. I have to go back to my records, but I know I paid that for a November 5th delivery. and getting it in the middle of February. But yeah, my statements are coming anywhere from 2.5 to 4 months after delivery. And then I get something from FedEx or UPS saying, you owe us this much money. At least they delivered it first. Yeah, that's what, in several countries, they won't deliver it until you pay. But at least here right now, they'll deliver it and then they charge you later when they get their bill from the government or whatever. But we'll see how things change. Your next stream is in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's about right. I'm just over 2 weeks away from will be my 5th annual live stream from the Toledo Train and Toy Show. Will it be my 5th year in a row broadcasting? It's going to be awkward this year. Well, welcome, Northern Light. Hang on a second. We'll get you knighted. I'm not declaring you a knight of the rhomboid table. Hey, Northern Light. Well, thank you. Yeah, I run Central European trains. I lean towards passenger. I've only been in the train hobby. Well, technically, I've been in for 10 years now. But I've only done about the work of 1.5 years in the hobby. But anyhow, you are now knighted. You have a blue shield. On my screen, you still have a blue spanner. But if you have a channel and you'd like people to check you out, go ahead and post a link to that channel. You can link to anything. We only keep 2 things off the screen. No politics, no religion. UPS demanded money before delivery. Okay. I like Brian's monthly waffle, but I forget it's the first Sunday or Saturday of each month. And the problem is I'm usually, I'm home and can watch it and have forgotten about it, or I'm off doing something. Saturdays and Sundays are can be very busy. Like last weekend, I was out of town all weekend, visiting my son, which was awesome. I hadn't seen my son since Christmas, so it's always good to see him. And I don't know how families, when my kids were in high school and college, they all were chasing careers. My daughter thought she'd be moving to the East Coast and working for firms there. Instead, she got an opportunity to open her own business, and she stayed local. My other daughter was originally going to go into veterinary and was going to wanted to be one of these traveling veterinarians that go to work with animals in Africa and all that, but things took a sidetrack in her college career and she went into a different field, which wound up keeping her local. My son looked like he was going to go West Coast because the better colleges and master's programs in his field were on the West Coast, but sort of the same story in my life. He met a girl, they stayed local, but now he moved now he's 3 hours away. But, all these families we know where their kids are all over the world or all over the country, and, they only see the kids once a year or twice. Now that I'm used to having my kids around all these years, and of course, Joyce's family almost all live local, except her one sister that lives a couple of states away. I don't know. I love my kids too much. I would miss them if I only saw them once or twice a year. So now I get to see, hey, Sir Owen. Yeah, when I was a little kid, we had B&O trains going through this area. I mean, I'm in Toledo, Baltimore, and Toledo, Ohio. We had B&O in Chessie. But it's been so, I see my son about every 2-3 months, and it's just so hard. It's just so hard. Yeah, B&O and Chessie are now CSX. Yep. I know that much. Oh, you got the X995. And hello, Sir Arjack James. Yeah, I actually keep debating on getting that one as well, the X995, the Swedish model, just for the heck of it. Just to alternate running the locos. You're the IT guy for your dad's channel. He's been to model trains for 50 years. One of the best hobbies out there. Well, when you're into a hobby, yeah, it's one of the best hobbies. Yeah, I'm the opposite. My dad bought me a train set Christmas of 1969, and I never really played with it, never got into it. I wasn't into trains. I got into trains by traveling by train in Germany, and I bought a model train as a memento of traveling by train in Germany, and it turned into this monstrosity. It turned into this monster. But on the bright side, I got into trains after my kids had grown up and 2 of them had moved out. And I really could take, when I decided, after I had to rebuild the basement after the flood, which apparently I finished 9 years ago this week, because a Facebook memory popped up, and it was, I've got the flooring done and the ceiling in and the lighting in and the walls are done. I just had to put the baseboards in, but I had to fix the train table because the guys had damaged my little train table, because I wouldn't call it a layout. I refused to call it a layout because I didn't think it was worthy of being called a layout, which sounds douchey. But I looked at Joyce and talked about, how to design the new one. She just said, just build it as big as you can. Just take the basement. No, the kids aren't here. There's nobody watching TV or entertaining parties down here. We're not hosting her family for holidays anymore. And so Joyce said, the basement's yours. Build it as big as you want. Except I asked her if I could take that bar out back there, and she said no. I want to take the bar out and make that table another 2-3 feet longer. And she was like, nope, nope, can't have that. Oh, Ray Central. If that happened, it would be ordered within 2 seconds of them announcing it. I would love them to do that. Who is it? Lemke, which is a German company owned by the Japanese company Kato, Lemke released a whole series of this, the Chargers and the other locos, all the modern era, all things that you would see within the last 3-4 years, a whole series of them in different Amtrak liveries, the 50th anniversary of Amtrak livery and so forth, but not one in 3-rail. I would have ordered tomorrow, or I would have ordered within minutes if they had made a 3-rail one. Whoops, I clicked the wrong button. Yeah, Z-scale. Did I stop it? No, it stopped itself. It gets a little tired now and then. It needs a rest. Now, mind you, that Baltimore and Ohio is running the wrong way because that is my UK. That is my UK layout down there. So it has to run the UK directions. I suppose I could have had them. Did it stop again? Yep. Dude, what is your major malfunction? Come on, old fella. Yeah, he might have decided he's done for the day. This is a loco I bought cheap and repaired and got working, but I haven't run him in a while, and he's acting a little tired on these tracks. Oh. Whew. Yeah, and the thing is, Märklin, well, not Märklin, LGB released a G scale Amtrak modern era loco, current era loco, and Märklin released a had a 1 scale at one of the toy shows recently. So I'm hoping either as a summer or fall announcement, they'll announce an HO version. I am hoping. I really want a modern era. I don't care if it's an Asila or a Charger. I just want a modern era. All right. Well, thank you for hanging out with us, Dame Mara. We appreciate it. Always good when people come and visit the castle. But it's getting late in the evening over there on the Emerald Isle. All right, let's change cameras. Which one haven't I done a lot of? I know I haven't done the mobile show, but just missed that one. We'll get the Amtrak coming through here. Amtrak coming at you. Anybody else coming? Nope. Okay. Catch the Amtrak coming around here. Almost had everybody there for one shot. We had all 6 were in the shot for a second, but not next to each other. Trying to catch that freighter. This is not a layout, it's the ultimate. Yes, I use OBS, although I'm currently going OBS into StreamYard. But I am using OBS. I used to use OBS straight too, but our internet does not like all my 4K cameras anymore. Actually, it's my internet to YouTube doesn't like. So we go through OBS, or I take my OBS, which sends out a big, powerful signal, and then StreamYard constricts it. Oh, you think your mice are back? You gotta bait the mice trap again, or you're just making sure? Because once they think they've got a home, it's like a cat, they'll keep coming back. We our neighbors moved out last year, and they had a cat that they kept outside. It used to be an indoor cat, but when they had their 3rd child, the cat it was too much, and the cat started being too aggressive to the kids, and they took it to the vet, and the vet just said, put him outside. It's not going to change. It's not going to get better. And so anyhow, they moved away. They moved only about 2-3 miles away, but the cat keeps coming back, and they'll come by and they'll hunt for him, and they'll grab him, and they'll take him back to their property, and then he's back here again. I think they finally just gave up and they're letting him stay, but he lives somewhere on my property or his old house property. But yep, he just keeps coming home. Ooh, cats like hazelnuts? I love hazelnuts. But yeah, like I said, I used to do straight OBS, but we kept having internet problems and disconnect problems. And really, I think the issue is OBS upgraded, Windows upgraded, and YouTube all upgraded. And it's going to take them months to get everything lined back up for these things to work properly. I keep meaning to try a live stream straight on OBS to see if they've done it, but I don't want to do it on the Friday stream where, oops, nope, it's not working. Because it'll work for the first half hour, then all of a sudden crash, crash, crash. But I don't blame OBS. I blame Windows and YouTube. Because YouTube has gotten so big. What did I read? There's 170 million channels on YouTube, 79 million channels that have at least one video up. 79 million. It wasn't that long ago when YouTube was a world of about 10 or 20 million. I was shocked that it was only 179 million with 11 billion people on this world. Well, of course, in China, you're not allowed access to World Wide Web. China has its own YouTube and its own stuff. And in China, it's illegal to use VPNs for citizens of China. Oh, he stopped again. Baltimore, Ohio stopped again. I'm wondering if that track just is having issues with the uneven power. Because I go over and give him a nudge, and he goes for a bit, and then all of a sudden stops again. But I think it's the loco is just not healthy. I'm going to have to take it apart and look at it. Hey, Philo, we don't take kindly. The train's not doing the job here, and you get it rolling. We don't take kindly to that kind around here. Or as my son would always say, we don't take kindly to people who don't take kindly. Hello, James. Sir James of Bucket Hat Junction, Dundas Junction. Let's catch him coming through the station. Joyce and me and Rusty Twang are hanging out on the platform. You can see Artie with his kangaroo entourage there. You can also see, if you can see the little yellow figure who ought to be blocked by the loco. Well, nope, you can still see it. That is Richard from Trains in the Attic, Sir Richard. And to his right, you can kind of maybe see the red a bit. That is Mark the Uncle Dad. And then you have Heath, Sparky, and Rick from Foltz Bailey Railway are there. And there's also a Where's Waldo. I'm trying to think what other channel figures I have over there. I've got a few channels over there. And then skateboarding in the middle of the Delmenhorst bus lot is Stephen the Plumber, 33. Now, I was a little bit shocked. I went up to visit my friend Rick in Monroe, Michigan from Rick's Trains. Cool channel. Check his channel out. And Rick had some one-scale figures made of a bunch of people who met at Deschler. Apparently, somebody took the picture from all of us at Deschler, and they're able to take the picture and use the photograph to make three-dimensional figures. So he actually had figures of Joyce and me from that photograph, which was kind of cool, except when I compared them to other, I think I said one scale, G scale, but compared to other G scale figures, I was kind of short, and I'm not short. Whoever made the figures needs to make me taller, and technically Joyce taller too. I was shorter than the average G scale figure that Rick had. I was like, I'm not that short. I'm not short, period. I think I can get away with saying I'm tall. I'm 6'3.5". The minute I put on shoes, I'm 6'4". So I usually claim 6'4". I'm about 6'3.5". Hey, did I see Sir Hi is here? Hello, Hi. And Helmy. And their dog. You're there at home. Well, that's not a bad place to be. I'm almost always home. I don't go out in public. You stream every Sunday and sometimes through the week. Well, link us a time in the channel, and I'll try to pop in if I can. Now, Sunday evenings, I'm a loyal follower of Sidetrack Sunday, the gentleman of Sidetrack Sunday. And let me see. So are you live on your channel? Stream 2 days ago. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll subscribe to your channel, and I'll keep an eye out. So you streamed 3 hours ago, a members only stream. Oh, we're building a skyscraper too. Nice. All right. Well, we'll check you out. And I see Sir Kieran here. The freight train came in through the platform with the Amtrak. Yep. Two things. Well, no, you'd never see an Amtrak at Delmenhorst, but you'll see freight trains go through all the time at Delmenhorst. Oh, well, hi, Sir Dave. I didn't know you were here. I apologize, Dave. I never said hi. Longtime friend and supporter of the channel, Kiwi Dave. Probably one of the times I was trying to coerce that darn Baltimore and Ohio, which has stopped again. I think I'm just going to let it sit there for now. A mini drone for the layout. Oh my goodness. I think Joyce would shoot me if I decided to go down that route. Honey, I'd like to get a drone for the layout. You don't need a drone for the layout. But other guys got one. And if other guys jumped off the Brooklyn Bridge, would you? No, but I'd collect their wallets. And then buy a mini drone. Lurking and editing. Well, you look all right, lurker. An AliExpress mini drone. Now I'll say this is the first or second time I've run him on the inside loop. Normally I run him on the outside loop. That little, and he's probably struggling with running the wrong way. I don't know. Crazy little bugger. All right, let's go give him a nudge in the butt again. What's your major malfunction, soldier? Get going! Stopping! Oh, I can see why he's stopping there. That seems to be a separation in the track there. I knew I was going to nail this camera eventually. There's just no way I'm going to get in there and sneak it. All right, let me see. How bad did I mess up that camera? It's good. I knocked that camera over while I was over there. I really need to round that corner out. I need to just get my buffing sander and just take off a half an inch or so. Have a couple of guys coming at you. We got the Flixtrain coming around, and then that Hopper Freight. And the Alex is popping in. We're going to have a lot of guys. It's going to get busy there. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them all passing simultaneously. We got a 4-way. The Amtrak tried to make it 5, but was just a little late. We had a 4-way. I guess that's what you'd call an orgy. We almost had a 5th one. 5th one's what you call an orgy. Because he feels the odd one out and says, oh, gee, there's no one for me, and leaves. And I'll thank you, Benny Hill, for that joke. All right, I'm giving up on the Baltimore and Ohio. He just does not want to work. I'm just going to park them. You've been watching some American diesel switchers in the UK. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've run them, and I'm actually noticing that one of the tracks. Whoops, did I turn off the wrong guy? Did I mess up the... Oh, that camera froze. Darn it. All right, well, I'm going to have to get off this camera. Sorry about that. That camera froze. I wonder why he froze. That is not the way we normally do things. Yeah, this camera froze, so hang on a second. I'm going to see if I can reboot it. Don't worry, that's just me. I was hoping I could reboot it and get it to start again, but nope. Yep, time to thaw out that camera. Sometimes I can get it to restart, but other times, nope, it don't want to. Nope. All right. Well, we just won't use it anymore today. Let's see if those meats like what's. Unfortunately, Hot Dog Pilot Andy, if it's the same, you might want to tag it to see if it's the same mouse coming back. But you may want to have a more definitive what's the term I'm looking for? A more definitive punishment for their violation of your shed territory. It'd be a half-mile walk. See if they're wearing the same hats. In which case, that is Mickey Mouse. Hi, kids, this is Mickey Mouse, and if you annoy me, I'll get the Disney lawyers on you. Oh, gosh, Pluto. Hallo, Dominik, wie geht's, wie steht's? Kine was enjoying me doing Kine has got some little mini play figures, and some of them are Disney characters. And he's got this little Disney fun house with Mickey, Donald, and Pluto and that. And he likes to play with it with his Paw Patrol and these other toys. Unfortunately, Opa plays with him, and Opa can't stop being Opa. And so every now and then things are going on, like the Paw Patrol wants to come over and have a party at Mickey's house, and things get out of hand, and Disney and Mickey is constantly threatening Paw Patrol with the Disney lawyers. And Kyan has all of a sudden, he runs with that now. Now, Opa, they're going to be okay, so Mickey doesn't have to get the Disney lawyers after them. They're all going to be good today. Okay. He understands Mickey, Disney lawyers means trouble. Look out for the mice on the mouse organ. And hello, Sir Ian from Ian Junction Mark II. Nice to have you here, sir. You've evicted Pinky in the brain. Boy, no. When my kids were young, I could do brain, but it's been so long I've forgotten how to get into his register. Pinky, for some reason, is easy. Are you pondering what I'm pondering, Pinky? I think so, Brian. But me and Pippi Longstocking, I mean, imagine the children. You found a Märklin Sugar and Spice boxcar. Well, that's cool. Did I see that? I saw your videos on some Sugar and Spice cars and stuff. Well, no, he's not being shown the adult world, but he is exposed to Opa's hearty sarcasm. But that kid, there's no way that kid's not going to be sarcastic. Well, thank you and welcome in, Burton Central. You've been here before, but you're not knighted in this iteration, so I now declare you knight of the Rhomboid table. Welcome in. I remember your channel. Yes, I am subscribed to your channel. Well, welcome in. It's great to have you here. It's Mr. X. That's right. Well, are we supposed to admit it's Mr. X? Well, he gets it just as his mom, his grandma, his uncle, his aunt, pretty much anybody in the Dodge family that he knows. And I think his dad has a pretty hefty dose of sarcasm in him. But yeah, I'm going to have to take a look at that little F7. That was a rescue. I got it running. All right, you have dinner going. So, all right, thank you for popping in, Scott. We appreciate it. It's always nice to have you here. Glad to see that you've become one of the regulars. No swearing. Tom, there's a lot of things I ban, but swearing's not one of them. I try not to drop too many naughty words, but I am me. But welcome in anyhow. And hello to your wonderful bride. It's Martin. Yes, it's Martin. I just seem to recall a time when we were never supposed to reveal who Mr. X was. Artie, if by naughty you mean unintelligible, then I agree. The problem between Australian English, American English, and British English is that we all have words that in one of the languages is fine, but the minute you put it into the other side, it's a bad word. No, I just recall Brian making a secret. We're not supposed to know who Mr. X is. That's why you were Mr. X. We're going to have some business here at the station. Here comes the Amtrak going through a German station. But what the heck? And there comes something more natural, an ICE-2 going through the Dumnor station, which you would definitely see. ICEs go through Dumnors. And there's Simon. Yeah, I know. I didn't know who did. I just remember Brian being very secretive about it. Oh, Jason from Barnabas Junction branded him Mr. X. It's amazing how we're just passing that Blaine buck around, or in your case, the Blaine pound around. We could do a whole show on words that are okay in American English and not okay in British English, and vice versa, and then I'll bring in all the Aussie variants. Oh, Tom has seen Matt Clark. There's not a lot of cussing in Matt Clark. There's a lot of dirty humor in Matt Clark, but there's not a lot of cussing. I like to save the cussing. I like to save the cussing for the right moment. Like we've used one F word in three series 4 Christmas specials, and the start of series 4. We've used the F word just once, and that was Goliath dropped the F bomb, and then Smokey said "son of a bitch" once because it was so appropriate, because everybody's waiting for him to go, "It's all a bunch of horse poop. It's all a bunch of horse poop. It's all a bunch of horse poop." And then the "aw shucks, aw shucks, aw shucks, aw son of a," yeah, and dropping at that one. But nope, I have a George Carlin attitude towards words. Nope, that's the other F word, and we haven't used that word. We haven't used that word in Matt Clark. We haven't used the Ford F word. But yes, in the Dodge family, there are 2 naughty F words. The T word is a swear word on my watch. Fudge. It is what it is. Ah, fudge. All right. Hi. Thank you for hanging out with us for a while. We appreciate it. Have a good evening, because it is 11 o'clock over where you're at. Get off this camera. Come on. Let's go back to the other side. Then again, we had 2 trains coming through here. Plus, somebody will be going up the backside in a second. You can see him through the trees coming up. There he goes. I kind of like that shot. Train passing through the trees. A few deer watching. There's way too many deer. I need to get some hunters to cull the population a bit. There goes that Amtrak racing by. Always solder with your pants on. Well, I don't want to know how you found that one out, but yeah, there are many jobs you should never do naked. Well, hello, Sir Mick. And if I didn't say hello to Sir Simon, welcome in, Sir Simon. Sir Mick, how are you? How have you been? Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're all right. Yes, Fresno. I don't know how Raymond Legs found that out either. Soldering, welding. There are just many jobs. Sawing wood. In fact, most DIY jobs you don't want to do naked. Never stream naked. Well, I don't know. I mean, I personally wouldn't stream naked, but needed a break, got your mojo back again. All right. Did I see that? Did I see that short? Oh, there. Now I did see it. A hedge strimmer? I thought it was a hedge trimmer. Yeah, you don't want to weed whack naked either. Oh, if you're into Sugar and Spies, I think it's very cool. Was that one of those, because Märklin was doing that where they do custom, where you can ask for them to do it and they do it, or is that something they did actually release? I don't even know who we had running the Royal Bar while you were gone. You may not have even opened it. I think you had the key. It is a custom. Well, if that's the case, I think I'm gonna. I think I'll give them a custom. The Only Trains channel. Well, all my trains are naked, and that's the naked truth. See, my problem is, just to go off on a tangent that may not be appropriate to some people. I find nudity boring. I'm much more interested in a nice outfit on a woman, per se, than just flat out nudity. You made it on a website called Mindboggin. All right, well, I'm going to have to look that up and see if somebody can do one for me. Because I know a couple of companies are now doing it. I'm trying to remember, was it Piko or Roco, where you could send them a design and they'll print it. Now, it's double or triple the price of what it would be, but they will run it for you. And because they put a bow tie on it, Artie. Are they, Aaron? Are you sure? Or is that just their natural color? That's how they were molded. You sniggered for 5 minutes and then had 3 years of learning. Yeah, I get that. Yep, I'll have to take a look at that. I think it's time to get either a personal logo, get a personal logo train, or even the Dodge. All right, good night, Kieran. I understand, Dominic. Indeed, when you're a fan of something, you got to do it. When you're a fan, you just got to do it. I'm right with you there. Thing is, my daughter can make me decals, and I could just order a white car with nothing on it and just stick my own logo on it. But that'd be cool to have a Märklin with a Model Train Outsider logo on it. That'd be cool. Well, let's talk to my partner in crime and see if she's coming. I said I at the start of the live stream when somebody asked about Joyce, I said she hasn't been home before 5:30 this week. She has had meetings and meetings and not nice meetings and more not nice meetings and then other meetings. Thank you, Separate. No, my daughter designed. My daughter is a graphic design artist. She runs the business, so she designed my logo based on my specifications. It's getting it on the, getting it on a train, getting it on a car. Now, my daughter's made some amazing stuff. She designed my logo, and again, she probably would have done something even cooler. But I had in my head what I wanted, so I gave her the parameters, and she ran with it. Well, you know, back in the day, Sidetrack Sunday used to do that, where you could get a car. Sidetrack Sunday would make these cars. You just draw trains, that's all. Ah, okay. No, my logo, which, whoops, not there, not there. That one. That is my channel logo, and my daughter designed that based on what I told her I wanted, which was MTO in the middle with a loop of track, and she took it. So that is a loop of C track or M track. And then Model Train Outsider, Märklin Outsider. And then she did the final design of Knights of the Rhomboid Table symbol here with my, again, I give her parameters. This is how I see it and what I kind of want to see. And then she gives me ideas, and I'll say, oh, that one, that's what I'm thinking. Again, if she were left to design something on her own, she'd probably come up with something really, really cool. But in my head, I have my idea, and then she just has to figure out what I want. But yeah, so she designed both of those. But what's really cool is the detail she hides in them. Prost! Ein Prosit, ein Prosit. No, please, Mick, do not double Artie. One's enough. Whoops. Wrong way again. All right, you got to hit the sack. Well, again, it is getting on just after 11 o'clock over there. Good night. No, I cuss in German. The problem is, even when you're not cussing in German, it sounds like you're cussing in German. Ich liebe dich. What'd you call me? No, I said I love you. Ich liebe dich. Yep, Joyce is still at work. So she might only be on for the last half hour at most. That woman, I tell you. Going to the mall to run some trains. Oh, that's nice. Here it is 5 p.m. It's 10 p.m. where you are, Aaron, and I am 5 hours behind you at this time of year. I am 5 hours behind the UK, 6 hours behind Eastern Europe, except for Portugal, because Portugal's on the same time as the UK. And evacuation on Tuesday, still haven't found out what happened. Oh. Yep, 10 after 10 in South Wales and in Northern Wales. Chris, I was still going to make that joke about my country and decided not to. In Northern Wales, it's 1955. A buzzing noise from a handbag? $22.10 in Shropshire. All right, Lee, take care. Interesting. I've got ancestors that claim to be from Shropshire. Oh, Chris, that sounds... Well, welcome, Calmer Union Mapping. I like the ICE3 Neo as well. Unfortunately, I don't have one. I need to get one. I've seen them many times when I'm over in Germany. But welcome, Kalmar. I now declare you a knight of the Rhomboid table. Yes, I would love to go visit Oswald Street. I could see Dan Brown. No, but no, I would go to Oswald Street to see the home of Wilfred Owen. I see 3 Neo at Gesundbrunnen. Nice. I'm watching your video right now. In general, the ICE-3 is my favorite locomotive. It's the first high-speed train I rode on, but anymore, it's hard to stick with it because I love the rail jets. I love the Azumas, although inside, the ICE-3 is much better than the Azuma. Sorry guys, but it's true. I like the ICE-4s, but I just like the ICE-3 more. Aaron, what do the mice do in Andy's shed? Well, they chew through the wood. They'll probably eventually get to the wires. And then they might make a little nest and make more mice for his shed. My thing is, I do not like harming animals, but there is a point where how much damage are they going to do to you before you decide to reciprocate? Now in the train room inside of 55, the bedroom and tablet for chat. Gremlins, the tablet would not show chat. Found that I wanted to do an update. Once update, chat start working again. Oh God, so many things have got to update anymore. So many things have got to update, and things will just stop working. Like, yeah, we're just going to stop working now, and we are not going to work until you update us. Yes, we know we were working 5 minutes ago, but we're not going to work anymore. They ate a 50-pound bag of dog food. You don't want to meet them. I'd be like Jerry Mouse in the one cartoon where he has the Jekyll and Hyde serum and he bulks up and becomes the super tough mouse. Yep. Now, outside, we do not have, we get occasional insects inside, but we get that treated. But our only critters that are really annoying outside are squirrels. Joyce has bird feeders, which become squirrel feeders. And Joyce goes through intricate and elaborate measures to keep the squirrels away so the birds can feed. Genetically altered mice. Rodents are a general pain. Yeah, my kids had hamsters and guinea pigs. Gross story. 1 year when I was running my exchange program, but Joyce and the kids came with me over to Germany. We had a guinea pig, and we had a neighbor girl. We paid and gave her keys to our house, and she came in and watered the plants and fed the fish and the guinea pig. Well, the guinea pig died while she was there. And so her mother came over and didn't know what to do. So they wrapped the guinea pig in a plastic bag and tinfoil and stuck it in our freezer. We came home. What's this in the freezer? Oh, no. As a kid, we had gerbils and hamsters, but they always somehow got out. And sadly, we had a sump pump in our house, which meant that the hamsters and gerbils would escape and go swimming and not come back. If they got out and you couldn't find them, that's where you went to look. Well, in our case, Andy, we feed the birds. It doesn't attract the rodents. If rodents are attracted, the problem is the squirrels get attracted. But we now have eagles. We have American bald eagles in our neighborhood. So the rodents don't last long. All right, Brian, take care. I will try to remember to say hello to Joyce for you if and when she shows up. You had a bearded dragon and a snake. I'm not into reptiles as pets either. Pretty much dogs. Dogs. I don't even want cats. I don't like cats. We had one cat for 20 years, and I cried when she died, but I still don't like cats. There you go. There you go, Andy. Aaronville's on the right pace there. Sir Aaron's got the right idea. You just need a pet snake now. He'll solve your rat problem, your mouse problem. No, not Red Dragon. He won't eat the mice. He'll eat you. Oh, hear that. Oh, come on. And they get a manga. We're just going to keep going with this now, Chris. Then you're going to get a mongoose to solve the snake problem. All right, what's going to hunt? And then you need an eagle or a hawk to solve the mongoose problem. And then you just explain to your children the food chain. That was 3. Maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest about to join us today. You had a science experiment to set up, you said? Yeah. Would it involve mice? Okay. Sorry, Andy, I was trying to help. Andy has a mice problem in his shed, yes.
Yeah. Well, they look for shelter when the weather's bad. Oh,
Hang on. Bingo. Yeah, see, I had that about right.
about right now.
Yes, dear, I'll get the mic. Yeah, Kyan wanted to play with this and then said, oh, Bob, the wheels on this are being a problem.
Okay.
Might need
Hi.
some super glue. And I was like, no, you can't super glue that, Kyan.
Hi, everybody.
I like how his answer was super
And
glue.
hi there, Tom. Howdy, Aaronville. Hi, Hot Dog Andy. Hello, Chris. You have a reaction too? Happy Valley is Edward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Edward, yeah, hi. Hi, Artie. Hello, Ray. Hi there, Mick. Good to see you. Hi there, Digger.
He had lost his mojo, but
Thank you,
he's
Scott. Good evening to you. Dave, I should say. Call you Jerry. Yeah, long day. And hello, Aaronville. I've had the worst parents this year, I'm telling you. Hi there, Steve. Hi, Fresno Jason. Okay, that took a minute to put that together.
Jason, yeah.
So, hello, Calmer. Hello, Suppy.
Calmar Union.
Calmer Union, yeah. Okay, great. Hi, Greg, and hello to Heather too, please. So, anyway.
Oh, and Brian Finnerton had to leave, but he said to say hello to you.
Okay, well, if he watches again, hello, Brian. Yeah, just do my daisy now. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Hello, Simon.
Wow, even Daisy sounded exhausted there.
Yeah, Daisy's tired
She
too.
must have had a long session with Silas.
Yep, probably.
You're just going to roll
Hi there,
past that
Sean.
one.
Glad you're in here, Sean. How's that pronounced? Okay, come on. Yeah.
Joyce!
Dino! Yeah, I'm tired and my parents are wearing me down. Another complaint.
Yeah, well,
Soon to be honest.
I explained that you've had a long week.
Yeah, it's been a very long week. 4 days and it's been an extremely long week. We'll be on 5-day weeks for quite some time now. Oh, spring break.
Wait till you
Unless we get a
retire and
snow
you
day.
never have to put up with it again.
Yeah, I hear you. It's just this group. We're in the next group isn't very good either, but the parents never respond, so that'll be easier. Well, they recruited 14 kids, and they're regretting the 14 kids, although it saved the teacher's job.
My kid threw a desk in class, and you yelled at him.
Yeah.
You horrible teacher.
Yeah, that's about it. Yep. So, you just said.
You keep
no,
yelling at my
I
children.
did not say that. I denied it. Tell you later what she said. She said, do not talk like that. I did not say that. These kids just go home and tell their parents anything.
Yeah, they go home and make stuff up.
Yep. And the parents believe everything that comes out of their own mouths.
Because their kids would never lie.
Yep.
Found my rusty planer.
Oh, nice. It does look good.
Yeah, I just got to paint a beard on him.
Yeah, you do. That looks good. Yeah, cool. Did you paint that or did it come that
Yeah,
way?
I painted him.
Gotcha.
He was wearing a white shirt and blue jeans, so I put him
Gotcha.
in the buckskins.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So anyway,
Thank you.
hope everyone's doing well. I hear John, you were keeping me company at school.
Bam, 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 bam,
Sure, one of
bam.
your statements you made.
What?
I'm sure one of the statements you made.
Through one of the statements I made?
Yes.
Where?
I'll tell you later. Okay, you need to go to sleep. All right. So thanks for coming in, Kalmar. And we appreciate you coming. Hopefully you come
Yep,
back.
it's 11:30 where you're at. Yep.
Hi, March West. It's not Andrew, isn't it?
Of course.
Yeah, I know
Oh my God,
Andrew.
you really are.
What?
You forgot March West was.
I know. I should know
Andy?
that. I know. I should know that.
You're gonna break his heart.
I know. Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't tape, but. I
So
gotta
you
make it all
threw one of
register.
my phrases in? Is that what you're saying?
What's that?
You
Oh,
said you'll tell me later.
yeah.
Somebody threw one of my phrases.
No.
I'm totally lost now.
It's okay.
Well, I hate it when you.
Yeah, you had to have stitches. Yikes.
Who had to have
That's
stitches?
awful. Is that when you were in school? I don't think you're a teacher, are you? You could be. Hello, Chuck Schreiber.
No, I had a little fourth. When I was in fourth grade, my reading teacher was Mrs. Luella Parsons, who was about 120 years old, and she was about 5 foot tall, of which
So very
a
short.
foot of that was her
Hair.
dyed yellow hair.
Yeah. I
She always
know,
wore
they're
these
terrible.
very lady effeminate pantsuits. This is going back in the 70s.
Yeah.
And Paul Schultz cussed in class. And this little old lady, what? Nobody talks like that in my class. She went and grabbed him by the shirt and threw him across 3 rows of desks.
Right.
It was hilarious because Paul was a big kid, even in
Right.
4th grade.
She never found
And-
tossing them, huh?
A tough kid. And
Yeah.
she tossed them.
Yeah,
Back in the days when you could toss kids.
yeah.
Whoosh. What? Nobody talks like that, Mr. Schultz. Whoosh.
Yes,
It was hilarious.
He wishes in my class today, too.
He had such a WTF look on his face.
Gotcha.
And it was like part of him wanted to get up and punch her, and part of him realized she just threw him across the room.
Right. Well, I had a nun who was like that. She threw books. She had a lot of interesting stories. But
No,
man,
what we
she
need to
was
do is
strict,
be able to
strict.
just film their students. And then, they did that in Indianapolis. A bus driver was sick of kids doing this, and the Indianapolis bus driver put a camera
Uh-huh.
on his bus. And then they called the parents to the school and said, here's your kids. This is what
Right.
your kids are doing on the bus and why the bus driver is kicking them off.
Teacher,
And the parents were
lecture.
horrified. And they got the message. And unfortunately, one parent like, you illegally videotaped my child.
Oh,
I'm
always.
going to sue.
Always, always, always.
Yeah. You proved my child's a rotten person.
Wow,
How
your
dare
French
you.
teacher knocked you out. Wow. That's crazy.
Was a board eraser. Wow.
Very well aimed board racer. Must have been a big one, though, to knock you out.
No, the changes from when I started as a teacher to when I ended were
It was
dramatic.
horrible.
And they're only
Yeah.
getting more dramatic.
Yeah, they are.
If I had, it's horrible to say, but if I had a young person that was asking me advice about going into education, I would say don't.
Well, that's what I told Kim when she was interviewing me while she was in her lessons. And I said, just, what's your advice? I said, run. So she's not teaching. She wasted her degree. And she's working 2 jobs now.
They want you to do everything, they pay you nothing, and yell at you about everything,
Right? Everything.
about
Mrs.
anything.
Dodge said, you know what? I did not say that.
I do not talk like that. I
have
do not
not
say that.
said, some of the things I did, but others of them,
Software computer
I'm
programming.
pretty much over.
No, actually, I taught at some
almost
tough
over
schools.
emailing my
I
parents.
taught at some tough schools in my career, but for the most part, it was easy. But the changes, especially post-COVID,
Yeah, pretty awful. I don't know how to get that off. Doesn't tell me no. There's a lot of chairs. A couple pads in there. So, anyway. Yeah, software computer programming. That would have been a good job to go into.
yeah, unfortunately, I was first introduced to software computer programming in high school.
Yeah.
That was the first time I met a kid whose family worked in this. So that would have been 79.
Post-viral apocalypse.
And I was
yeah.
already so far behind. I remember helping my friend Rob Sturgill build computers, going over to his house now and then and build computers. But his dad was a big-time software design engineer for Dana Corporation,
Yeah,
which at the
that's
time
good.
was huge. They're still kind
Yeah.
of huge in the world.
Yeah, they are.
But Dad made a lot of money.
Yeah.
We can afford a typewriter, and Robert had 5 computers. This is way before Windows or Apple. This is the old TRS 80s and everything. But yeah, my IC, that old ICE3 I got, the one with the German flag, it kept derailing on that.
Oh,
turn
yeah,
out
I
there.
heard you had to take it off.
So I had to take it off. I replaced with the ICE2, which
Okay.
has been running like a dream.
Sure, that looks well.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
Looking good.
that looks good.
And then the Baltimore and Ohio down here kept stalling out on the other side.
Ah.
Now I went over there. 2 of the tracks look like they're separated, so it might just be a
Ah,
power
Could
issue.
be, okay. Yeah.
So I can't get in there now to
Yeah.
try to
Yeah,
reconnect
you
them.
look at it
Now
later.
those are nailed. Those are nailed in, so they should have been.
Yeah, they shouldn't be.
They shouldn't be coming apart.
Yeah.
But
I wonder if Jack Specific makes a holiday PSA.
Hello, Will's O-Scale. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Hi, Will's O-Scale. Santa 5, 2008. I think your other choice tonight is snow cones, or we could do the ice cream.
Ice cream.
Okay, we'll do the ice cream. We went through the lecture said this is your job, work, and do assignments. If you don't, you're sacked. Still get paid, you sat up and listen. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm reading out loud. Yeah. I was going to do that activity experiment today, but we had inflatables today, which is a reward for earning enough money for the PTO.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, those kids are something else with it. Don't stop. You gotta listen. I'm gonna take you back to the room.
Yeah, I don't know, Dominic. I don't know if they would make it or not. Obviously. And there was a time when I was into toys and I paid attention to what Jack Specific made, but now I'm out of the loop.
You want a micro drone to film on the layout?
Oh yeah. James Dalton. He just bought one, a micro drone, so that he can fly it over his layout and do drone shots.
Okay.
I'm thinking that's a hell of an idea.
Okay. For inflation.
She just said okay without a fight. Wow, in front of all these people.
Yeah, right now
Wow.
I have no fight in
I
me
shall
right
start
now.
Googling. Or Amazoning.
It's going too much.
Amazoning?
Amazon.
But the verb form of it, like Google is Googling. Is it Amazoning or Amazoning?
I don't know. Yeah,
Because it is Amazon, so Amazoning. But Amazoning, Amazonian.
Being sick last week, but I worked through it. And
Joyce had the cold that I've had this week, but she
gave
worked through it.
I worked through it.
I don't even work and I didn't work through it. Yes, Joyce is very tired. It's been a long, hard week and a long, hard day. Meetings, and more meetings, and not good meetings.
Yeah, I got to text my group, figure out what day we're meeting with another parent.
That's just how gracious Joyce or is.
Yeah. Take advantage of by Anthony. Text my team.
She's just learned to cut out the middleman. There's the no, why do you need it? But you're going to do it anyhow, so get it. Just don't spend too much. Speaking of which, two things. Number one, remember when I got a delivery from Lipa back in early November?
Yeah.
And then like 6 weeks later, I got a bill from FedEx. FedEx sent the bill again, says I have to pay them. I already paid you.
Right.
And then this came today.
That's pretty. I don't know if it's pretty or not. I'm looking at a box.
That's pretty. It's a box.
I am that tired. I just assume it's pretty.
Now, do you see the little red and white guys up on the shelf over there? White with the red double deckers. Not red with white, but white with red. Do you see it over there?
Yeah, now I do.
Okay.
That's what these are?
That's the loco to Poland.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I knew you had
Yeah, it's a good match.
Yeah.
I just need more of those.
Boy, where are the two of them? I have lots of them.
Taking advantage of. See, look at this. No matter how, I can't win. Even when you agree, they're all like, you're just taking advantage of her because she's tired. Well, yeah.
Yeah, more all of this fridge.
That's like the old joke. I go to bed at night and I take 2 aspirin. I hand it to her and she says, oh, I don't have a headache. And I say, good. Right? There's a couple aspirin. I don't have a headache. Good. Hey, Kyan, are you out there, my little grandson? Yeah, FedEx is double billing me. The only one who needs to be on Joyce's side is me, Artie.
Yeah. I see that settle. Oh, I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, Roko's gone to all 6-digit
really
numbers,
am.
6 and 7, like this one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is a 7-digit number.
Oh,
7520141.
gotcha.
Made in Vietnam.
Vietnam, yeah.
So Roko is made in Vietnam, and
Oh.
Märklin is now getting stuff made in China.
Oh,
They still have the factory in Germany. They have the
Yeah.
factory in Hungary, but now they have a factory in China.
well, it's kind of how it is nowadays.
Indeed.
Yeah. And his plan isn't going to work the way he thought it would.
Say what?
His name's plan isn't going to work the way he thought it would.
What plans? What? What's not going to work the way I thought it would?
No,
You just said it.
I know.
Oh boy.
No, I mean, I know what it is. I know what his plan was. 6, 7.
7 digits are refurbished.
They're refurbished. Oh, okay. Well, if it works, we're not going to worry about it.
No,
I
8
see you next
digits.
week.
8 digits are refurbished,
Okay.
but not refurbished in the way you think. It's refurbished as in they announced it had errors, they had to recall them all, and then they
I
fixed
see.
it all up.
Okay. So not like somebody used it and then they cleaned it up and gave it back. Maybe for an answer now.
Oh my. Didn't Monica Lewinsky get double billed?
Well, I can't tell you about that. I don't know about that, I guess. Woo.
I don't think it was doubled. I think it was just once. And a terrible idea for a humidor. Who are you messaging?
19.
What?
19. Aunt wants a meeting.
Oh.
It was yesterday. I still didn't take care of it. There was what she was ringing today, and I didn't talk to Andy. Thank you. We all got copies of the 504 now.
Right.
Yeah, I do my lunch count in German, so I don't have to say 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7.
No, see, that's where you'd be funny. 6, 7!
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, fortunately that died out rather quickly.
Oh, well, it's still around a bit.
Yeah, there are some kids
Don't
that hang on to it because
yeah,
it was
don't
cool
put
and
6,
they're
7.
desperate
I was
to.
somebody who tattooed that on his face, and what the heck were you thinking?
Yeah.
That is like the most ridiculous
Yeah.
thing you could have possibly done.
Well, not all. There's one that we parked because it was having a. It kept stalling out
Just that
over
one
there, but
train
I
down
think there's a separation of the.
All right.
It's Trick C track, so first
You
of all, it
didn't
shouldn't be
change-
separated.
Okay, you didn't change the train. You just
I could get it going and it would go for a while, and then it would suddenly stop again.
Right.
So at this time, I didn't change. I did take off the. I just wonder if it would run better if it ran on
the
loop
brain,
1 or
not
3.
number.
Oh.
Ah. Ooh. Well, anyway. That's all
You
I'm
just
saying about
found
that.
a track pin in your beard?
Oh my goodness! How did that happen?
That's probably what he's trying to figure out.
Yeah, I just had it.
My beard's not full enough that I could get things lost in it.
If you could lose things, yeah. All right.
Just occasionally drips of soup or something.
All right. Nobody's answering. Sure, at some point they will. I did lose you. How'd I lose you? That doesn't usually lose you. You haven't seen Cayenne?
What?
You haven't seen Cayenne?
I haven't seen Cayenne.
Okay.
Hey, Kyan, are you back there?
You text Lynn?
No.
Okay.
It's funny. He's been a little.
I think he's a little tired by Friday.
See, my thing is, I drop micro screws because Märklin is loaded with micro screws all over, and I've got
every now and
various magnets that I go sweeping with, and I come up with nothing.
One. No, you find one every now and then. That's just not the right one.
And then every now and then I'll find one that I lost 6 months ago and go, oh, here's this one.
Say, we go to Germany. You're buying a pack of each.
I'm buying a lot of spare parts.
Spare part stuff, yeah. So that's the one you put on the side for safekeeping.
Now, everybody, of course, knows the, well, I shouldn't say everybody knows, but Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the secretary at the school,
right?
Which was played by the actress who did Mrs. Marv Mendenhall back in the days.
Right.
And she would lose her pencil in her hair. My mom would do that because my mom had hair like that. Right. My mom had big, poofy red hair. And my mom would do that. She'd put pencil or something she was working on, a file, a nail file or something in her hair.
Little suckers and then when they travel pretty far, yeah. Oh, well, no, under the layout makes a little more sense. You can find all kinds of things under your layout.
I'm sure if I had a beard as thick as you did, that I would probably find one of the lost screws in it one day.
Yeah, it could be, yeah. Working on it and drop it. Where'd it go?
I cannot grow a beard. My son has decided to start growing a pretty hefty beard. I can't do it. I cannot. If I try to grow a long beard, A, she doesn't like it.
I don't.
And B, it's very thin and scraggly.
Yeah. I like beards close to the face. It's fine if yours not. Because I'm not married to you. Yeah,
she'll let me know if my mustache hairs need trimming.
That's the truth. Tickles. You want a non-runner loco and a dozen track pins in the motor. Oh, okay. That's kind of funny.
Wow.
Just shake it out.
How did it get
that
many track pins in there?
That's a lot.
Were they just all over the track somewhere, and every time it went by, one got caught up in the wheels and went in?
Wow.
That's
weird. Is crazy.
It's
good for you, though. That
all right, well,
I got it.
Let's do this, guys. Craziest stuff that you've experienced with your layout, like finding a track pin in your beard, or let's have some funny stories here.
No, we never found the screw for the faller van, I don't think.
Say what?
You didn't find the screw for the faller van.
No, I have.
It had a Bachmann diesel delivered new with 5 tiny screws in the motor. Wow. You get ingrown hairs if you grow a beard, yeah. That's crazy, especially, was it a new one? Yeah, I delivered new. Yeah, I assume that's what you meant.
Wow.
But yeah, that's crazy. You should send it back. So now I have all these screws in it.
Yeah.
Did you shave when it gets warmer?
I don't know. I mean, other than when I briefly took this off over the summer, I've pretty much been keeping the beard the last 2 years.
Yeah, you have been.
I've normally I just grow the beard a bit in the winter, and even then I get tired of it. But the last couple times I've grown it in, it doesn't get itchy. So I've just kind of kept it because I hate shaving. You understand that?
Oh, really?
What?
Check the calendar.
Oh, you're meeting now? Something else at the same time?
It could be. So it might have to be a different day. Oh, what am I looking for? Okay,
getting stuck in one of my manholes on the layout and having the neighbor come help you out. I'm so glad you added the rest of it because I was really wondering how you... And I know the story ahead of time, but the way you phrased it, getting stuck in your manhole...
It was a fair question. If we had a meeting that day that we're both in, and the answer is no.
Yes, I actually have. I have a magnetic strip and I have a tray for putting things in when I take things out. The problem is the shaky hand drops things on the way from device to tray. Poing! Anymore with a tweezers? Oh my God, I've rocketed screws across the room with a pair of tweezers, just trying to hold the screw tight so I don't drop it, and all of a sudden, twing, and you hear it click against the wall. Like, okay, I shot it way over there somewhere.
Yeah.
But the one that drives me crazy is I have a rug right below me. It drops straight down, and I pretty much thought I saw where it hit. So it should only be within, at most, a foot radius because you didn't hear it roll or anywhere. So it should be on that damn carpet. Can't find the darn thing. You've never gotten stuck in a hole before, then you haven't lived.
It's a sign of times.
Okay, so they just announced a new toy line, Story Talkers, as it's known in the German version.
Sugar and spice toy line called Story Talkers.
Mein sprechende Serienheld. Okay. No, I've gotten stuck in places before. I have crawled into very small spaces and gotten in relatively easy, and then, Joyce, I need help getting out of here because I'm not coming out the way. I'm not coming out the same way I went in. I'm stuck. I've crawled under to work on things on the deck or work in tight spaces with plumbing. And all of a sudden I'm like, I was able to pull myself in, but pulling myself out, not working. I've got a magnetic tray, Aaron. The problem is I lose things in that 2 inches from pulling it out of the device to the tray.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's very creative with how he loses it. Ow. It was painful, bad shoulders, and then muscle cramp started. Yikes. You have Andrew Lohman in.
Well, hello, Andrew Lohman. U.S. men hockey is going to play Sunday, 8:20 a.m. For the gold medal. Yes, the women won the gold yesterday.
The women won the gold?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they beat Canada in overtime.
Ah, that's what they were talking about.
Because they beat Canada first game.
Right.
They beat Canada 5-0 in the first game. So Canada was a little fired up, but the USA still won.
Lost, yeah.
But now the men are in the gold medal as well.
Ah, I see. Who are they playing?
Don't know.
Not Canada? Okay. And I go to text for you.
Oh, that was Andrew Lohman with sports. Now over to Joyce with weather.
Yeah. It's cold and it's windy. I'm done.
It's cold and windy. You keep getting stuck in pubs. Well, there's that.
Okay.
I got stuck in a hole once, Bracknell. I got kind of stuck in a hazmat suit once that I was throwing up in.
That doesn't sound like fun.
Wow.
You're getting stuck in pubs. Nice. That makes sense. Oh,
Yeah,
are they playing
56 at one
Canada
point.
again? Maybe they make the opening the washing machine bigger. Oh, that's where you're stuck?
So they are playing Canada. Okay.
Okay.
Not a surprise. USA and Canada playing. Every now
Yeah.
and then you could expect Sweden to have a good
Yeah,
team, or
right.
the Russians.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I think that question might be getting a little out of hand, and we should move on.
What question?
Getting stuck in a hole. Just saying.
What was the old song? 30 Days in the Hole?
30 days in a hole. In a hole in the ground.
There lived a hobbit.
Yep. Yeah.
Not a dirty.
That's
hole,
one thing the
but a
movies.
hobbit hole, and that meant comfort.
Yep. That's one of the things the movie did really well. The Lord of the Rings was the
Visually it was amazing.
Visual.
The visuals
things.
they really brought Middle Earth to life.
Yeah. Hobbitville was gorgeous.
Acting and following the story.
Yeah, right. Was he a Kiwi? The Hobbit?
I am running HO, Andrew. HO 3 rail. Central European trains, although I do have a British train in 00 scale running on my little floor layout. I used to run my British trains up here, but because of Brexit, they got relegated. I shouldn't keep making that joke, but you got to find something to laugh at about it.
Oh, sure.
But I'm an American who was never into trains and then got into German trains a few years ago, and now I just go on and on and on.
For sure. Yeah, indeed.
Yep, just digging a bigger hole. Yep.
Yep.
You're digging yourself a hole.
Old Trafford, huh?
What's that?
I said Old Trafford, huh?
Oh, Old Trafford. So the problem is when you say Trafford, I know it's the stadium where Man United plays.
Right.
Old Trafford. But it's also the name of the publishing company that published my book.
Yeah, that's true. Not old, but. Oh,
Gonna
yeah.
go clean the cobwebs?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Get a Hoover with them.
Little mini Hoover.
A mini Hoover.
Or the big shop vac. Really suck them in. I do that every couple of years when I've decided there's too many cobwebs in the windows. Mm-hmm. I just get the shop vac and just they're all gone. Our bug guy says spiders are their allies. Like, Anthony, leave the spiders alone. If you want to cut down on the bugs in your house, leave the spiders alone. I said, the spiders are allowed to stay, but the minute they start building on top of my layout or areas where I'm working, they're gone. You started thinking of pens. I allow spiders to live as long as they stay unseen. The minute they're walking across my layout or I'm working somewhere, they're not allowed to be there. Now, in the spider's defense, there are times where they're in an area I normally wouldn't mess with them and they're happily there, but then I have to do work in there. And it's like, sorry guys, I got to work here. You're all evicted. And I just shot back them all up, and gone they are.
The training to make scaled power lines. There you go.
Well, if you can train them to do that, once I put my can area up, I'll do it. How do you clean your layout if things aren't stuck down properly? Carefully. Well, welcome, Michael Boyd.
Hi, Michael Boyd.
Nice to have you here. Thanks for joining us. guys at the Rockboard table. We were mid-upper 50s earlier in the show today. Now we're down to 33.
Oh, people.
Yep. Michael Boyd, you have now been made a Knight of the Rhomboid Table. If you have a channel, since you've got the British Railways logo, if you'd like to advertise it, you can post a link. We encourage advertising your channel.
We sure do.
It gives us a chance to go check you out.
Right. Yeah, you let people look.
We're all about that.
Yeah. Not that one either.
Didn't have a channel.
Yeah, okay. Okie dokie.
But I run HO scale, German, well, Central European trains, because I got German, Austrian. I'm actually running an American train through my German world here right now. Got a little Amtrak running.
Well, we understand, Michael Boyd. You know, you can never find the perfect time.
Yeah, it's hard to join. I mean, Americans are at work, and in the UK and Europe, it's evening. It was just the time worked for me. It was Fridays. I got home from work at 3 o'clock. I used to go on at 3:30 after I retired. I started going on earlier. Well, thank you for that, Aaron. I'm always amazed. I mean, there are people that have been coming for 6 years. This is episode 307, 307 straight Fridays. Actually, that is a lie. I have been false advertising.
But you don't do live video on YouTube.
I have been false advertising. Live stream number 155 was supposed to be on a Friday, but we had to go somewhere, and so I did it on a Saturday.
Oh.
So I have not missed a week, but it has not been 307 straight Fridays.
Okay.
I was going through old live streams and found that one.
Gotcha. Okay.
Live stream will be on Saturday instead. We had to go to a family function.
Gotcha. That's something going on. Yeah. So you saw Andrew's comment.
Which one?
No, man. Very nice HO layout.
Oh, you don't have to do live videos. You don't have to do any videos. And let's go ahead and knight you.
Yeah.
It's
Needle Tail Jet from Sugar and Space.
I certainly couldn't imagine myself doing live streams 6 years ago when I started. I did it.
No, I couldn't.
And now it's an addiction. I do it, and I've met so many people.
We sure have.
But, you know, I joined YouTube. Well, I joined YouTube years and years ago just to watch videos and stuff, back when YouTube was a much smaller universe. But when I got into model trains, I set up a YouTube channel. Dominic. I set up a model train YouTube channel with the goal of meeting other people. I didn't know anything about model trains, especially the European three-rail stuff I had found myself into, because I bought trains and got three-rail before I realized, oh, this is different. And I started with German channels, following all the Märklin stuff, and then found a couple of UK guys that's, you know, I speak German, but it was nice to hear somebody speaking English for a change and very enthusiastic. So guys like Jim from Hover Motion, who's been very quietly. Jim, if you're listening to the background, I hope you're okay. Probably busy, really. I know, but you've been rather quiet, and I'm sure you've lost your mojo a bit. The Needle Tail Jet from Sugar and Spice is based on the F-117. Okay, yeah. Just like the X-Men's spaceship, flying ship was based on the Y-22 or whatever it was. One of the old American spy planes. But, you know, live streaming is something you work yourself into, and if you don't want to do it, you don't do it.
You don't have to.
I've got close friends that they're very reluctant to even do videos, and they don't want to put themselves on video.
Right.
I think it's a good way to make friends, even if you don't talk. I've got a really good friend on this channel, Monsville, Railway from Australia. They do not talk in their videos. They do not put their face in their videos because they're very shy and they don't want it, but they do put videos up. But through that, and they come into live streams and they type in chat, and through that, we've become friends. And now we email off of
right. Yeah, quite a bit.
YouTube, email a lot.
Yeah. So it's you guys don't you don't have to go live. You know,
no,
it's just
you don't have to go.
It's really
live.
nice that you come in weekly. You know, we enjoy chatting with you.
But to me, it's nice when you guys post updates of your layouts, like this is what you're doing, because so many of you guys do so much more and creative stuff than I do.
I might fall out of my chair.
Yeah, Artie, you could give people a heart attack with that one. Oh, it is after 6.
Is it? Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Last I checked, it was like
it was like a bit of fibbing.
I don't like stopping them on the.
Yeah, on the ends.
But we will
well,
start to bring everybody to a stop.
Used to be.
But you know, just here's my layout, and you know, just kind of this is what I'm looking for, because some people are looking for help and ideas, and the problem is one of the scariest things is the rivet counters and the people that come in and they immediately want to tell you how to do it and what you should do, and those are the ones you got to kind of just take with a grain of salt. And
2 running.
And
Alex is running, and your little shunter there is running.
Yeah, I know. I haven't gotten to that screen yet, dear.
All right.
Jeez, dear.
Like you were done.
I wasn't done.
Yeah.
I was still turning
Greg's
that
calling
one off.
already out on that too. It's almost like Star Trek, go boldly on a continuous mission. For 5
Now,
years
Ms. Cockett, you just control
going
yourself.
in this universe.
Yeah, it's just one of those things you'll do it as you feel confident.
Right.
The thing is, never be embarrassed, never be self-deprecating about what you're doing. Whether you run your trains on a floor in a room or on a kitchen table. One of my favorite channels was Philip Page, who used to run them on his kitchen counter over in the UK. And it was Philip Page's Kitchen Counter Railway. And it was awesome. And he would just put different grandkids' toys up on the counter and run his trains through it. And it was brilliant. It was fun, because that's what appeals to me and to a lot of people, are the people who have fun with it. We all have problems. Yeah. We all have disasters. We've all been beginners. Yeah. We've all been beginners.
That's right. That's right.
But in the end, you got to do what you're comfortable with. But you can post that first video like, hey, here's my train run. This is my favorite train. And you just get something on your channel and see if people come in, because Joyce and I will sell you to anybody anyway. In a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. Not illegally or anything.
We will promote you.
We'll promote you.
But our goal was to make friends. Our goal was to meet people of similar minds that just enjoy running trains, that you're not doing that correctly, because those people just they're party poopers. They
suck the fun out of it.
They can suck the fun out of it when they're too busy pointing out everything that's wrong, instead of just saying, yeah, but I was having fun.
You count their girlfriends. Okay. As in you're saying they have none, right?
Yeah, you just got to do it. Some people have more of a knack than other people. I don't have I used to be a great modeler, but in terms of building and constructing, but decay in my hands has made it harder to do any of that. I'm just blocking you off screen here.
That's all right.
I'm going for the solo cam and bring it back, because we're overtime, dear. We
are.
We're on time and a half now.
Paying attention.
So, but yeah, we want to thank everybody who came out. We had quite a few. If the view count is correct, that's a pretty hefty view today. Not sure why everybody came in. I used to be God, but I failed. I used to think I was God, but then I couldn't part the Red Sea, and I gave up on that notion.
Yeah.
So anyhow, we want to thank you all for spending part of your Friday start of your weekend with us. We're always amazed, as always. It's kind of mind-numbing, and
I know they keep coming back.
Especially when you have to come down after a long week, and everybody gets to see your tired face. And last Friday you didn't work, so they got to see your refreshed face.
Fresher.
Yeah. Tired.
Yeah.
I had those faces too when I first started streaming, but now I've got the I'm retired face.
Indeed.
Okay. So thanks, everybody. And until next time, from Castle Camelot, we're going to say Auf Wiedersehen.
Choose.
And happy trains. Take care, everybody.
Bye.